sometimes I think I'm just a little bit psychic. But only like a little bit. So this thing has been happening to me, and it's a thing that I've been taking note of for quite some time. But recently it's been happening a lot more often, so I think I'm special, you guys. Let's talk about it. So I'll be driving in my car, right? What you do in cars, you drive in them, and I'll be bumping some jams on the radio, like you do. And maybe I'm driving on the highway, so it's, you know, I'm just kind of thinking about things as I'm cruising along. And right as one song ends, I sit there and I just start hearing another song. And then 5 seconds later, the song I'm hearing in my head goes to the radio. And it starts playing. So one moment I'll be listening to the end of We Are Young by Fun for probably the 5,000th time, and all of a sudden, I hear Pitbull's voice in my head. Which is not really a great thing when it I'm not a huge fan of that. Like, if every other word in your song is money and you have to say your name in every song, you're probably not that good of a person. That's my take on Pitbull. And right as I begin to think this, what do I hear over the radio but Mr. 305, make money around the world, or whatever Pitbull says. And the thing is, I never really freak out when it happens. You'd think predicting the future would cause somebody to freak out a little bit, but at this point, it's happened so often in my life that it's not that big of a deal, which is a big deal. I don't necessarily believe that it's possible to predict the future, but like, what if I can predict the future, you guys? I feel like that's such a rad skill to have. It's just being able to see things before they happen. That's so cool. But of course, right, I was thinking about time, right? And knowing me and where my brain goes, that's when I started thinking about deep things. Yeah? Not sexual. It's not, I promise. I was just thinking about how crazy time is as a thing, as the scientific thing. There are those out there who say that man created time, and yeah, we may have created how we measure it, like in seconds, minutes, years, etc. But we didn't invent time, the progression of events. That's a universal constant. In fact, it's woven in with space itself. It's cray-cray. But as I was thinking about my potential ability to see into the future, right, I started thinking about that character in Men in Black 3. Wasn't that great of a movie, but there was this awesome character in that movie who had the ability to perceive all time and space at the same time. Using time at the end there kind of made that confusing, but basically this guy was able to see everything that has happened, everything that possibly could happen, and everything that is happening at the exact same moment. And the way they did it made premonition and seeing the future scientifically understandable in my mind, kind of. Because if you look at time from like an outside perspective of where we are in the universe, which is really hard to do, and I don't even know if I can do it effectively, and you think of time and space as a single fabric of whatever, right, just existing, that means that everything that has happened and could possibly happen is happening at the same time, in a way. And if that is the case, then it may be possible to sort of tap into that and be able to perceive all of that. My head. I think it's almost terrible that a Pitbull song has inspired this type of thought. Basic bottom line of what I'm trying to tell you is that I think I'm psychic. Or psycho. One of the two. Probably the second one. But at least I'm not Pitbull, huh? Thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble about time. It's fun. I enjoy doing it. As always, I'm Connor Manning. You've just become a little more awesome, and I will see you guys on Friday. I genuinely love how prone my brain is to existential and big, deep thought. I love that about me. Some people hate it about me. They're like, why are you getting so intense about this thing? You were just listening to Pitbull, and now you're thinking about time and space. What's wrong with you? I don't think there's anything wrong with me, but, you know, those who usually have something wrong with them don't think anything's wrong with them. So, I think something may be wrong with me, or I'm psychic. Huh? I'm probably not psychic. I'm gonna go.